What's up, legends? Welcome to the quick guide to build the Thrustodyne M23 wonder weapon, aka the Jetgun, on Liberty Falls. First step, you're going to have to jump in and start saving up essence for the first few rounds. I would say maybe 5 up to 7, depending on how comfortable you are with the game. And then you're going to start opening doors toward the comic book store, aka the opposite direction of the motel. Once you get over to the comic book store, behind that is going to be another door that's leading to some stairs that you're going to open up. Head up the stairs. Once you get to the top, go around the bus across the street and you will see Lily's flower shop. In front of the flower shop is a spout for a hose, and on that is a water valve that you will need to grab. Go ahead and press your interact key. There's not going to be anything that pops up to indicate that you're looking at it. Then you'll be able to pick it up and you'll know you got it because you can check your inventory via your scoreboard. Now that you have access to this water valve, you're going to continue to open the rest of the doors towards the church, which should now be the updated objective, and also open all the doors to and including Liberty Lane. So once you get over to the church, there is some stairs that lead down. You're going to open that up. You're going to also want to open up Liberty Lanes, because once you are actually inside Liberty Lanes, on the right-hand side of the wall is going to be a water pressure meter with a door on it that you're going to need to shoot to expose where you can then place the valve from the flower shop. You will now need to hold your interact button while a progress bar fills up until the completion, where the water pressure gauge will pop out for you to grab. During that time period, I'm not sure what it's like solo because I haven't tried it yet, but there is going to be a lot of enemies spawning in that you will have your buddies or whoever's playing with you kind of deal with as you're kind of just stuck holding that interact key. But once that is completed, like I said, the part does pop up. And I do think it'll be a little bit more challenging solo, but again, I have to get hands on in order to kind of see how that works. But now that you have that water pressure gauge, you have the actual first part for the Jetgun. Now you're going to make your way back to the church and head to the cemetery next to it, where you will come across a groundskeeper zombie that will spawn in. If you don't see it over there, maybe try eliminating the rest of the zombies that you have, flipping them around, and then maybe in that next round, you will have it spawn in. But it will be named the groundskeeper and not zombie, so that's how you'll actually know it's the right one. Once you eliminate it, it will then drop a tool shed key that you're going to need to pick up. Now you're going to head back to the street in front of the church and head towards the town, but follow the little alley to the left next to the house, where you will then reach the tool shed. Open up the shed with the key that you got from that groundskeeper to receive your second Jetgun part, the handbrake. Now our next step can be a little bit more of a pain, and it is for our last and final part, but it's going to require some RNG, or it can kind of require some RNG just based on the scenario that you find yourself in. But basically, you're going to need to save up enough salvage for a mutant ejector at 2,500 from the crafting table, or you're going to need to eliminate the manglers that do spawn in throughout your run in hopes of one of them dropping a free mutant injector for you to get. This is actually the only way you're going to be able to do this next part. But now that you actually have access to the mutant injector, you can then head over to the radio house across the street from the comic book store next to Frank's Hardware. Now activate that mutant injector while standing in front of it and just sprint into the doors of the radio house and they will open. Inside the radio house is some piles of trash that you will now be able to interact with since you can get inside. And within one of these piles that you can interact with will be the last and final part, the electrical wires. But now that you have all 3 parts, you're ready to actually build the Jetgun, or the Thrustodyne. So you're going to head back over to the motel, go up to the 2nd floor. One of the motel rooms will actually burst open with some zombies that kind of funnel out. You're going to eliminate the zombies, where you can then head into that motel room, and that will be where the bench is to then build the Jetgun. You guys will go ahead, go inside, craft it for yourself, and have yourself an absolute blast. And this is also important to note that it is the first part, or it is required in order to be able to complete the Easter egg on Liberty Falls, which I will be covering in a future video for those of you that enjoy my guides. But that is going to wrap things up for us here. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support in the channel, and have fun slaying zombies with the Jetgun until I see you in the next one. Peace!